So let's talk about how to re-engage um, with people who maybe have ghosted you, maybe they've dropped off the conversation, or maybe they're constantly active in their conversations, but they're not actually getting over the hump. And I'll use an example of one of these. Estriana used one of these the last time I taught this, and it freaking worked awesome. So there's three different types of engagement campaigns that we want to do, right? First person is going to be the one who ghosted you. Maybe they didn't respond to your message. Simple tactic I learned from Chris Voss. Have you given up on blank? Just sending that. Because as humans, the psychology, like if someone sent me a text and it said, have you given up on getting 2 to 3x ROAS on your ads? I would be like, fuck you. I'm getting like 30 to 40x. I would not, like, as a human, I would just want to respond to that message. And so if you're calling out someone who's just ghosted, and you're like, hey, Danny, just wondering, have you given up on using ads to get clients into your fitness business? Danny's not just going to let that sit there. As a human, Danny's going to be like, "Well, I've been posting on Instagram. I've been doing lots to get client." Like it's one of those triggers that gets a lot of people to respond. Are you going to get 100% response? No. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to recoup some of those leads that literally have just stopped going forward in the funnel. And I will say this, if you do this strategy alongside of my ads ecosystem, let's say Danny messaged them, let's say 180 days ago. And Danny has been very consistent putting out content. What do you think that person is going to do if Danny sends them a message and they've been consuming all of Danny's content? They might not have known Danny 180 days ago, but now they can't get rid of Danny. They see his ad after ad after ad after ad. They're probably likely going to respond. And so that is why I tell people, even if they ghosted you, keep them on your list because the ecosystem is literally built to nurture these people who didn't know you, they didn't trust you, they didn't like you. And so now if you send them a message, chances are they're going to respond. Does that make sense? So that is the first thing. People who ghost you, always go back and say, hey, have you given up on doing this? Okay. Second, these are people who've dropped off the conversation. They engaged and then they disappeared mid-exchange. Maybe the conversation went cold. One of my favorite ways to do this, and I taught this to Estriana, and she actually used it, and she got a booked call and a client. And so basically, what I do is anytime that I am having one of these monthly activation campaigns, I am always going back to someone whose conversation like kind of went cold. And I'm like, hey, I was just on a call with my students, and one of my students said that they were having issues with this. It reminded me of our last conversation. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm actually doing a training with my private clients, teaching them how to actually solve this problem. And I would love to invite you as my guest. Please don't share this link because it is an actual call with my clients. What do you think happened? A couple of things there. One, you made this person feel like they weren't just a number. They're like, oh shit, Laurel thought of me because she was helping another client solve a problem. Huh, that's interesting. And she's going to invite me for a seat for this call that she's doing with her private clients. That's cool. Cool. I'm going to take her up on that. And again, what is the reoccurring theme that I keep telling you guys? As you run my ecosystem, you're going to get more, and I hate to use this word, more famous with the people who are watching your content. And if you were just consistent and you just keep following up, these people are going to be starstruck whenever you're in their messenger. Estriana said, yep, still my best re-engagement line sells 100% of the time. Absolutely. This just works. I think a lot of us just discount leads that have either ghosted us or dropped off the conversation as those who are, we said it a while ago, right? Maybe they're a good fit later or they're just not a good fit. But that's what these people are. They're just a good fit later. And these are the people that we actually should probably nurture the most. And then number three, we've got the people who are actively engaged without taking action. They keep responding, they seem interested, but they won't pull the trigger. And so this is one of the things that I actually did actually a couple of weeks ago. There's so many people who ask for my value bombs. And so I went back and yes, I keep a list of people who just collect all of the value bombs from me. And I literally went back to all of them as I was doing like the Black Friday offer. And I was like, look, I was like, here's the deal. I was like, you have literally asked for my 10, like my last 10 value bombs. Are you actually doing anything with these? Or are you just collecting them? Boy, does that get people all riled, like not riled up in a bad way, but riled up in a good way to actually tell you all of the things that they're actually doing. And so I actually had a success circle call that I just invited all of these people to. I was like, hey, my mentor is going to be on this call. If you're struggling with actually moving forward, let's actually get a plan in place so that you can actually start moving forward. And it got them from inaction to actually in action. And then I actually got them into my upper level program. Does that make sense? And so basically all we're doing is we're revisiting. Don't you guys have heard the term that your best buyers are already on your sitting on your list. You're just not activating them enough. And so this kind of like goes back to the principle of the fortune is in the follow-up. We're just doing it in a way that's less freaking slimy, right? Like whenever I was working with Cole Gordon's team, like for my client, I re-looked at every single step that I was doing in my revenue engine, which is what we do in LOL. And looking at every single step, I'm like, how can we do this in the exact using the same principle of the follow-up, but without calling our leads 3 and 4 times a day? How could I create content plugs to plug these holes instead of having my clients constantly call? Now, in the beginning, you're gonna have to call. Like that's just how it is. Like if you don't call your leads, your competitors are. That's just how it is. But the longer that you run my ecosystem, the longer that you have these monthly activation campaigns, what do you think's going to happen? The leads are going to start to see you as the only solution. Like, how many of you guys have just stopped and you don't have to like raise your hand, but think about this. How many of you guys sitting now don't even follow anyone else that does ads? They're like, don't need to, right? And so that's what you want to create is like you want to create that you are the only solution for your client. And so what are the two things that we need to do in order to make this work and compound over time? One, keep putting out content, and two, keep having conversations. This strategy is a literal combination of having those conversations and getting people on a live Zoom call. But instead of getting them one to one, it's one to many. And what does that do is it leverages your time.